Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hare Bol. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Yeah, we got to get that guy back here, man. We had a great time when he was around. Okay, so let's try a little chanting about this one. Okay, why isn't it? Oh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So you can come on, Shama, if you want. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I must do salat, ear and ear, if I can see. I don't understand what you mean. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh yeah, well yeah. Well, you know, whatever you want to do, you can eat first if you want. Be chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I want to do this here. Let's do this. A little more steady beat here. Actually, forget the music. Let's just chant here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Oh Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Oh Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Oh Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh Krishna, oh Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. All right, look what we got here, man. Shamasan, Shamasan. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama,
I
Hari
have
Hari.
to
Hare
laugh.
Krishna,
Hide it.
Krishna, Hari Hari.
Hide it. Hide it. Hide it.
Krishna, Hari
Too
Hari.
precious.
Hari Rama, Rama, Hari
Hare
Hari.
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare.
Hari Hari. Hari Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Rama.
Hari. Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama. Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama,
Hare.
Rama, Hari Hari. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna.
Hari Hari.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare.
Hari Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Hari Hari, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama,
Krishna. Hare
Rama, Hari
Hare.
Hari, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hari
Rama.
Hari, Hari
Rama
Rama,
Rama. Hare
Rama, Hari
Krishna.
Hari,
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hari Hari.
Rama Rama.
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna.
Nityananda 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 Gauranga 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 Gauranga, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora
So
Chandra,
much
Gora
joy.
Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra,
Gora.
Gora Chandra, Gora
Gora.
Chandra, Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hari Hari, Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari,
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya, Sri Chaitanya. Jaya, Nityananda. Jaya, Sri Advaita Chandra. Jaya, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. You want to read something?
Hey Guru Maharaj. Thank you for showing us what you showed. We have to, with Krishna, eat. I did salad to us.
Oh, you want to eat? Okay, great. Yeah.
We didn't eat.
Yeah. No, you eat and I read.
Okay.
Or do you want to? It's up to you. What would you like to do?
I would like to eat, but I wanted to stay and look at you and listen to you. But I will eat with grace and respect.
No, that's okay.
And with Krishna.
Eat whatever way you
Thank you
like.
so much.
Yes. Okay, so let's do it.
Okay. Then bon appetit.
Yes, bon appetit. You eat and I eat. We both eat. You get 2 meals, I get 1.
Best deal.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you reading today? What was that from?
Give me 1 second and I will tell you, please. So this is on the site prabhupadabooks.com. Okay.
The database?
No, the site is named Prabhupada Books.
Oh yeah.
Com. Okay.
All right.
Then tell me when you are in. I can also send you a link. Have you?
Yeah. You can send me a link in the private chat.
Okay.
Well, I got the Prabhupada books thing. You just tell me where it is. Which book?
This is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, 90,070 edition.
Okay, this is books. Okay, books. It's Krishna. What? No, Krishna. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. All right, I got it. Okay. And what volume?
Volume 2, second.
Okay. Which chapter?
And I read like 5 Queens married by Krishna, but I finished it.
Okay. What chapter was that? No. I want that. I want that again. 5 Queens. Okay, I got that.
Krishna and Rukmini. You want Krishna and Rukmini?
Okay. Did you just read the 5 Queens? Oh, Krishna Rukmini. Yeah, Krishna Rukmini. Where is that?
Under. Second under.
Here it is.
Queens.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. All right. I like how it starts. Once upon a time, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the bestower of all knowledge to all living entities, from Brahma to the insignificant ant, was sitting with Rukmini, sitting in the bedroom of Rukmini, who was engaged in the service of the Lord, along with her assistant maidservants. I like that quality of Krishna. He's the intelligence of the intelligent. See,
yeah.
So isn't that amazing? All intelligence comes from him.
Small from smallest, big from biggest. It's always the best.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Did you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question, Guru Maharaj. When we read that particular pastime, and we can relate to ourselves, to our human being experience, is it offensive?
When you can relate to that pastime? Being
Yeah.
What?
I read about Rukmini and Krishna, and I experience same situation.
Yeah, well, that's you become part of the. It's like father, like son, like mother, like daughter, like wife,
So not offensive.
No. It means you have relation. Just like you have relation, and that's a great gift. That means you're being included in the relationships of the liberated souls. Yeah, like the Pandavas said,
It feels like.
Yeah, like the Pandavas said, we don't know why we got this special attention and all that. And devotees all feel like that because it's like, wow, this is really amazing. Like, why me? I think that every time I chant Hare Krishna, I think, why me? Why do I get to relish this name like this? And it gives me everything I want because I feel God. I feel connected. I feel communing.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
relate. Please, you can relate.
And you have this inner like confidence, that you have to talk about him to everybody because this is the only way how you can awaken other people. Mayavadi, not Mayavadi, whatever.
Yeah.
Talk about him. Talk about your experience. Talk how happy you are. Talk how super power you are. Talk what is possible for you. Be this. Just be this. Be Krishna. Look like Krishna. Look from his eyes.
Yes.
Be playful.
Yeah.
Be nice. Be top in your life, for yourself, for God. Like top, number one. Don't be jealous. Focus on him.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's the zone. You got it. But if you hear from the rules and regulations situation, that won't ever happen that way.
Of course not.
Well, yeah, you got to get the natural attachment from associating with devotees, and even if you had it before, you need the protection of the devotees and to grow. You need to grow in a garden with like-minded devotees. That's why even from Jesus to Lord Caitanya, they did groups, congregational chanting, of the holy name in the group is the best way, the quickest. It's like this. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. All right. Let me see. Try this here. Another window. There we go. No way. Okay. Yeah. So Rukmini, who was engaged in the service of Lord Krishna along with her assistant maidservants, Krishna was sitting on the bedstead of Rukmini, and the maidservants were engaged in fanning him with chamaras. And Lord Krishna's dealings with Rukmini as a perfect husband is a perfect manifestation of the supreme perfection of the personality of Godhead. There are many philosophers who propound a concept of the absolute truth in which God cannot do this or that. They deny the incarnation of God or the supreme absolute truth in human form. But actually, the fact is different. God cannot be subject to our imperfect sensual activities. Hey, Shamagori, yeah. There we go. Hey, Shamagori, welcome. Yeah. So, and that's why we have to learn about God from the Vedas. You can't just speculate and say, "Oh, I don't believe that God comes here in a human-like form." I don't believe that. I don't believe in reincarnation. You know how many people do that? They speculate on. Oh yeah, I think it's this way. And they get like an enjoyment from the because there's some kind of enjoyment being creative and speculating about so many things.
Yeah. The ego feels this. Ego feels like amazing.
Yeah. I think it's me here. Let me see here. Yeah, I know what it is here. Let me.
Okay.
Let me take care of the echo here. Yeah. Okay. There shouldn't be any echo now. Yeah. So do this here. Okay, yeah. Hare Krishna, yeah. Oops. Yeah. So he cannot only create, maintain, and annihilate the whole cosmic manifestation, but he can also descend as an ordinary human being in order to execute the highest mission, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita. There we go. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, whenever there are discrepancies in the discharge of human occupational duties, he descends. He is not forced to appear by any external agency, but he descends by his own internal potency in order to reestablish the standard functions of human activities, as well as simultaneously annihilate the disturbing elements in the progressive march of human civilization. Yeah. And so in this incarnation, a lot of people, they think that he came to give up the rules and regulations of how to be a human being. No, that wasn't why Lord Chaitanya, that was already done. It was done by Moses even. It was done by so many religions to give you some rules, regulations, moral instructions, to kind of get you in a more civilized mood, more in the mode of goodness. It was done by, even in India, they were worshiping Lord Jagannath in regulative devotional service. There were many Vaishnavas back then even. They were worshiping Lakshmi Narayan, Shiva, doing regulations. See, that was already done. But he came in Kali Yuga for this special mission to give us attraction to the result of doing all those rules and regulations and fastings and austerities for maybe thousands of lifetimes. You would get this attachment. But who could do that, especially in this Kali Yuga? Nobody, practically. Okay, so he came to give attachment. So he showed, first he sent Madhavinda Puri. See, and then Madhavinda Puri gave this rare attachment to some devotees, a few. It doesn't say how many, but anyway, Lord Caitanya met a devotee in South India. I think it was a Brahmin or something, and they embraced, and they had these ecstatic symptoms. And the Brahmin said, there is no way you can have these symptoms unless you have a relationship with my guru. They were that rare. See, that rare. There's no way you can have such extraordinary symptoms of love of God to that extent unless you have a relationship with my guru. That's how rare it was. That's how rare it is now. Could say the same thing now. There's no way that somebody could come here and have those kinds of symptoms right off the bat unless they, from this life or another life, have some relationship with this transcendental Lord. See? And so what people usually notice, they have an awakening here. Most of the devotees have an awakening, or a series of them, like initiations, internal ones, not no bananas and threads that Prabhupada used to tie up microphones. No, this internal initiations, see, to get you so that you can relish these very deep states of ecstatic devotion. Okay? And so that's how rare it is now. Same thing, because I didn't see any of it. I didn't see this in not one disciple of Narayan Maharaj. church. And I was there a year and a half there, and I went to festivals and all that. Not even one. Not one Radhakund Babaji. Not one ISKCON devotee. Have you seen any symptoms like this? Anybody? No, I haven't. See? So this is rare. This is very, very rare. And that's what we're teaching. And that's what we're showing the world, that this is beautiful, this is wonderful. It's a gift of Lord Caitanya. And to attain it by Vaidhi Bhakti, the best thing you can do in Vaidhi Bhakti to get what we have is it gets you to the point to respect this association and come enter into it. The best you can do on any path is to come to the point of somehow or other you respect, whether you're a sannyasi, a Brahmin, a nobody, a cheerleader, is that somehow or other you're touched by this preaching, you think, yeah, I want to worship like that. See, now whatever you've done, what if you were a dacoit, if you were like yeah, there we go. There we go. Sachi, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hey, there she is. Yeah, whatever you've done, whatever gets you to come and give respect to this kind of preaching is the fruit of that. See? And then the fruit of being here, there's only one main fruit. What is that? Ecstatic devotion. See? Which is, it's the greatest treasure of God. It's greatest treasure of that supreme personality of Godhead, whether it's Krishna, whether it's Lord Ram, whether it's Lord Caitanya. The greatest treasure is this love. How do you know? Well, what's the most important person or thing to the Lord? Say person. His consorts, you notice? In other words, his love. The personification of his love is Radha, right? Rukmini. See, they're the closest to the Lord. That's the marriage. You see, the marriage. More than a friend, isn't it? More close. Yeah. And the Lord wants to give this to you. And you, and everything. and to anyone who will follow this instruction. If anybody will accept this path being preached now in December 2022, December 16th, 2022, you can be saved, and more than saved, more than salvation, man. Right, Sachi? Say that's right.
You know, I have too much history to dislike.
Say it. You can do this.
Say it. That's all right. Be artificial about it too.
I'm processing all the history and all the ones that have come and gone and come and gone, and I'm still here.
Process all the ones that have stayed. Process all the ones that have stayed.
I'm doing that too. I got a heavy load, I feel.
Yeah, she's got a heavy load. Yeah.
I'll get there.
The shells of turtles are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Like arm.
and the legs are very short.
Sure, yeah. They're small steps, you know. But they go. I mean, they keep going. There are a lot of jackrabbits here. They jumped the kangaroos, and they jumped somewhere else.
And I go in my shell a lot.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, there's yeah. You should have got a turtle in for a pet instead of a cat. I had a turtle. You know, I had a pet turtle once, a big one. You know, it was this big. Yeah, it's huge.
Did you ride him?
No, I didn't. But he used to pass stool all over the place, you know, in the yard. I remember that. We found him in the desert, in California desert, and brought him home. It was a tortoise.
How is your brother?
The brother? What brother?
Yeah. He used to come in the Zoom when I start to listen to you.
Oh, my brother. Yeah. Well, he's went to through the pearly gates, and he's freed from all those difficult things of having the body and being a mundane person, all that. Yeah, I think now he's free. He's probably watching this class now. I think he's got some realization. Oh yeah. Why not?
Oh yeah.
This is the best place to be, man.
I agree.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where were we? Here? So he descends. He is not forced to appear by any external agency, but he descends by his own internal potency. Isn't that nice how he descends by his internal potency? I got some good news for you. You know how we ascend? By the internal potency. See, he comes, and the devotees come also, so that people can begin to ascend by the internal potency, because there's no other way to do it. You can say you don't have the internal potency. That's Satchidananda. And you say, well, I'm going to go back to Godhead. I'm going to attain the spiritual sky. I'm going to meditate. You don't have the internal potency. So you're trying to do it by your own endeavors and your own fastings and your own chanting, but you don't have the internal potency awakened yet. You see why it's harder? You see why the devotees and the Lord come here? Because they're manifestations of the internal potency, and they spark you. They initiate your spiritual life, actually. Spiritual life is the internal potency. Your spiritual life, Prabhupada got you going with the rules and regulations at the beginning. But here we spark you. We initiate the spiritual spark. That's the spiritual life. See, you notice life comes from the breath, comes from the words spoken by a devotee, the vibration, that frequency. Remember Tesla? He said, think in terms of, if you want to advance in spirit, see the spiritual mysteries of life, think in terms of spirit, of vibration and frequency. Well, what kind of frequency and vibration do you think the word coming from a devotee who is a manifestation of Satchidananda is? The spirit vibration. Even Jesus knew this. He spoke about this. He said, my words are spirit. Hey, spirit. So that's why the Lord descends. And so he chapter 12 of the Adi Leela and Chaitanya Charitamrita preaches that. It says, the spiritual master initiates your spiritual life. I forgot exactly how that went, but spiritual master initiates your spiritual life, or something. I'm gonna find it. I gotta find it now. It's driving me crazy.
Well, and you did. For me, you did that. So there.
I did. Oh, well, that's great. Did it happen when I called you a fool?
Oh, that was the beginning.
Nobody likes to be called a fool, except devotees.
I can be fool. I want to be fool.
Yeah.
I think it's a qualification to be fool.
Oh
No?
yeah, qualification. Yeah, you know, because that means when you take that as a badge of honor, then you know it means you transcended the false ego.
We have to be full. I mean, Krishna knows everything. Krishna's scenario is the most perfect, the most beautiful, the most. So when we have another opinion, we are fools.
Yes, exactly.
Well, River asked me to share some memories from the past this morning. Can I share that one real quick?
Memories. Who said that?
Wait, River said share some of the memories I have, and that one of you calling me a fool's got a good story to it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's
Okay,
hear it.
so I was just learning about Krishna, and you were saying that Krishna and one of his friends were talking, and his friend called Krishna a fool, and Krishna laughed, and he thought it was so funny. And I said, well, how could God think it's funny to be called a fool? And you kind of explained it, and then you looked right at me, and you leaned forward, and you go, you fool. And I was like, and I jumped up and I ran downstairs and I just cried my eyes out for 30 minutes. And then I lay there in so much bliss. I didn't know what this bliss was. I was like in total bliss for another 30 minutes. That was the beginning, or one of the beginnings.
In a funny way. Let's see, replying to you're beautiful and attractive. Did you hear that, Shama-san? Somebody says you're beautiful and attractive.
I take it all.
Lalita Ganga. And then the black cloud showed up. Oh, you remember that one? Remember the black cloud?
That was later on when I started getting kind of feisty. You know, you told me to be quiet and sit and listen, and I'm like, no. And you're like, yeah, listen. No. You're like, you need to listen. I'm like, no. And finally you said something. I don't know what it was. So I got up and I went around the post, and I was still looking around the post, and I saw this black gray stuff coming up out of me. You know,
wow.
I think we did a Lord Caitanya shout on her on that one there.
Yeah, probably. Finally convinced me to go.
Yeah. So what else? What other pastimes do you remember?
Well, I remember one with Narayan Maharaj and them.
Oh, really? What was that?
Yeah. Well, there was some of his devotees were staying in a place nearby, and so you came over there to stay. I was able to stay in a room over there with them, and then you came over there, and I remember you having a problem about how, saying about, well, how it was just not right. And I remember he never talked about Lord Caitanya, and I thought that was really weird. Mm-hmm. And then I would see this one guy said, I'm leaving my family, and his sister was there to see him for the last time because she felt like he was leaving forever. And I didn't feel like that renunciation was right. And there was just things that didn't add up. So we were over at this apartment place, and you came around the corner one morning, and your face was like totally shining, and you were like smiling, and it was just like, I don't know. I thought if there's anything to gain or get from life or from the spiritual world, that shiny, smiley face is what you would get. Not all this never talking about Lord Caitanya, renounce the family, the sisters come, say goodbye, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, that's the austerity stuff. That's why, the Lord wants to give this the spark, so that you can relish the name and have fun. Basically, have fun with Krishna and grow. And yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful, man. It's just the most wonderful thing. It's the best path is to be awakened by the devotees. And, you know, it's always been the best path. When Jesus gave the Holy Spirit to his disciples and then they passed it on to others, basically just have to have faith in their preaching, in their testimony. That's why you'll be passing this on when you get strong enough. You just will stand up, you know, and just tell the truth. See, if people will hear it, then, you know, you'll stand up and there'll be, of course, there are going to be hecklers. That's how what Maya does. She heckles and everything. Yeah, but you get so strong that you see what's going on, that there are people they're looking for this truth. I mean, can you imagine that it's really true? If people come here and believe in this preaching, very quickly, you will get spiritual experience. You'll make very fast progress in spiritual life. You'll become attached to Krishna very easily, more easily than following any other path. You don't even if you didn't follow the rules that Prabhupada set down and you didn't do it for years and all of that, you just come here and you automatically make spiritual progress. You automatically please Krishna, because what we're doing here is why Lord Caitanya came. He came to accept the path of ecstatic love from his guru. You see, he didn't say he came to do austerities. He came to do regulative. No, he came to simply accept the path of ecstatic love from his guru, who was an ecstatic devotee. You got to be an ecstatic devotee. So people, if you know why Krishna descends in this world and the purpose of his descent, then you don't take birth again. And the problem is people don't know what I just said. They don't know this. They think they know. Oh yeah, Krishna came here for this reason, that reason, to give Varnashram Dharma or whatever. Even they may say love of God and everything, and you got to work for. See, they speculate. They jumble everything together. Yeah, he came to give love of God, and you got to work for it. You know, so got to put different things together. Not how they actually fit. Yeah, he came to relish love of God, and he came to distribute that attraction. He came to spark that in others. He had the power. He gave the power to his followers. See, like you're getting the power also. See, the power is here. Prabhupada ordered and blessed by Krishna. You're getting that. See, and then you're a witness. You're receiving that result of that spiritual potency. See? And as it grows, you know, then you also you have, by your testimony, like Jesus taught the path. He said he prayed to the Lord. He said, I don't need to pray to you, but I'll do it for preaching for them so they can understand the process. Lord, they listen to me. For 3 years, may they be like we are, that kind of close relationship. May they get what we have, because they believed in my word, that my word was from you. See, my word was the word of God, the transcendental God, not some speculation God of this in this world. See, they believed, and so that is always the way. So they believed in the Spirit. They accepted the Spirit. Therefore, see, they got it. And then Jesus continued to pray. This is in the book of John. He said, and also anyone else who hears their testimony and believes in their testimony, believes upon me, my word, my blessings, may they also be like we are. See? So that's the way it works. You know, when deliverance is here, that's how you do it. I mean, otherwise it'd be too difficult to attain any other way. Look at the brahmachari. The Lord wanted to prove the point. He says, oh, get the brahmachari out of our kirtan here. What I'm giving here with you all here is unattainable by his austerities and his fructarianism, his recycling, whatever they did at the time, or whatever they do now. It's unattainable. It's only attainable by associating with my devotees and giving honor and respect to their preaching and their word. their vibration in this world, supporting it somehow, even with a kind word or a glass of water even. So, getting a little hot there, Shama-san?
Guru Maharaj.
Yes?
I'm getting, yesterday I had to just accept it because it was burning. Today I'm getting like zillions realizations all over when I listen to you, and then
Really?
I cannot control it. I cannot grab it, it's like crazy. It's like poo, 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 poo. So again, I have to surrender. And just right now, I understood you're telling about ecstasy all the time, because it's like, when I came, you were talking always about symptoms. Your students were asking about symptoms. I was like, what the fuck? Isn't it obvious? I'm just saying that I love him. He's with me. I had him always. What do you want from me? But in real life, when God enters you, this is so high. This is so pure. This is so sophisticated. This is so out of this world experience that you are becoming wild. You have to show. You have to have symptoms. You have to have symptoms.
Yeah. It's uncontainable bhakti. It's uncontainable love. It's so powerful. Yeah, you just want to shout, jump around,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when you're not purifying.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. See, those parts of us have to be what do you call it? Diminished, annihilated, kicked out, exercised, exhorted. So
I've
there's
been having
more.
a lot of big parts lately.
Good.
The grief is amazing.
Oh yeah, grief. Yeah.
There's so much grief and loss and.
Yeah. Well, that's the world coming out of you. See, grief, loss, all that stuff. That has nothing to do with the spiritual body. As the spirit comes in stronger, then you see, that's just the grief over the material form. Yeah, the spirit is eternal, just, Yeah, so you want to share some of those realizations? We don't want you to sit there and explode there, Shama-san. Yes, you can
I
tell
would
them.
love you if you let me when they are appearing, then
Okay,
I can
all right, yeah.
catch something because.
Okay, you just jump in as they're appearing, okay?
Thank you, Gaura Hari.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah. All right, so he's not forced to appear by any external agency, but he descends by his internal potency in order to reestablish the standard functions of human activities, as well as simultaneously annihilate the disturbing elements in the progressive march of human civilization. Okay. So progress is...
I would love to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I was talking about the grief and the loss. That's my purification. Not everybody's purification is going to be that way. Everybody's different. I was listening to a speaker. She says, how come it seems like some people just have an easy life? Well, we don't know what their past life was. They probably went through so much the past life. Yeah. And then this life is a little easier. But I may, it's just my journey. And not everybody's going to have it like me. So
yeah, that's exactly how it is. Everybody is unique, has a unique journey, and that has to be respected. I mean, you got to respect it yourself first. See, because not everybody will. That's just how it is. People will disrespect your journey because people are contaminated and polluted, and yeah. Go ahead.
It's actually very fascinating how ego works, because those all screaming, those all argumenting, those all projection, those all conflicts, this everything is like shouting about, look at me, look at me, look at me, give me something, appreciate me, show me what I need, what I have, and this is all about me and me and me and me and me. But in real, you don't even respect yourself, you don't even feed yourself correctly, you don't even take a shower. It's like there is some dysfunction, and we should really dive there and then try to maybe
Yeah. So Shama-san, why don't you continue reading? You finished eating?
I ate a little bit and I'm all the time full. I'm all the time in fire. I all the time feel him. I all the time integrate him. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the biggest trip in my life. I swear it feels like I tried mushrooms, LSD, weed, and few stuff more, and nothing felt like this. Nothing felt like this. It's like the combination of all of them, but in spiritual edition, It's like, what a rocket ride. Fuck. It's like, boo. It's like, whoa. It's like heaven. It's like you don't need anything. You respect yourself. You know why? Because Lord lives in you. You have to respect yourself. When you do something which is not in enlightenment with some true, of you and of him, you feel this immediately. You go down. And then when you down and you entertainment, you're being down, you're telling those stories, you're thinking about this, and this thinking and telling makes you more scary. You're like, and victim mood. It doesn't make sense. It will not work. It will never work. So this is just a fact. This is nothing personal to anybody, but it's like a fact. So you can take it and you can try it. And at the beginning, it will be bullshit. It will be shitty because you never did it. You were always like believing your thoughts and believing your ideas and suffering, and talking all this story and believing them and dreaming about them, and, like walking on your program all the time like a hamster. So when you do this, which is available for everybody because right now it's a formula spoken, then it will be uncomfortable. But later on, you will see, like, it's like training the muscles.
Yeah.
And then when you are strong enough, you come to Krishna and you are like, okay, Krishna, I did my best. I just felt my, what is the name? Loch. Shama Gauri. V is loch of English.
Whole.
So look, I tried my best. I felt my holes, I cannot do more. I feel like my condition. I feel like weak, but I did my best, So please now, bless me. What does this mean, really? That I'm not like, I'm really doing relationship with God, talking to him, asking him, trusting him, talking. It's very important, And then he reciprocate always, so you are moved, you are moved through your day, through your challenges, through your appointments, through lectures, and so on and so on. And you feel like, wow, my life has quality. I don't have holes anymore.
It's wonderful. Tom, you want to read? Why don't you read a little bit?
Okay.
Do you know where we're at?
No.
It's prabhupadsbooks.com.
Okay, let's.
You tell them there what it is. Well, I'll tell them. prabhupadsbooks.com. and it's it's was it 219 deliverance. Oh yeah, it talks. Yeah. It's Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it's the second volume, number 5, talks with Krishna and Rukmini.
So I found PrabhupadaBooks.com.
Yeah. Look under the books. On the left there, it says books.
Why it doesn't work? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Ah, here it is. So I have the site on PrabhupadaBooks.com, and then I have to go to
Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I think. Is that the one?
It's a table of contents.
Yeah, and then talks between Krishna and Rukmini.
I'm getting warm because I take a lot of time. I can't find it. Hare Krishna.
You can't find it?
No, it's in the topic index, and then.
Okay. What does it say? It says, do you see Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead? The book?
No, it's not in the topic index.
Topic index. It's in the books.
Books, okay.
Look at the books. It's Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yes, and it's in the table of contents. Yeah, and then volume 1 or 2.
2. And then it's 2 through. It's number KB 2-5. Talks between Krishna and Rukmini.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, and it's you can start with the palace, the second paragraph. The palace of Rukmini.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Wow. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan. Hare Krishna, thank you. Wow. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shrivasadi,
Go, brother.
And
the palace.
Shama-san, if she gets some realization, she can jump. She has permission to just jump in there and interrupt.
Jump.
Yeah.
I will jump out of my body soon.
Yeah.
The palace of Rukmini was wonderfully furnished. There were many canopies hanging on the ceiling, with laces bedecked with pearl garlands. And the whole palace was illuminated by the effulgence of valuable jewels. There were many flower orchards of Bela and Camellia, which are considered to be the most fragrant flowers of India. There were many clusters of these plants with blooming flowers enhancing the beauty of the palace. and because of the exquisite fragrance of the flowers, little groups of humming bees were gathered around the trees. And at night, the pleasing moonshine glittered through the network of holes in the windows. The pleasing moonshine glittered through the network of holes in the windows. There were many heavily flowered trees of parijata, and the mild wind stirred the flavor of the
Excuse
flowers
me.
all around.
Sorry, Tom. when when I listen those descriptions, that everything is so beautiful and their smells, and those birds, I always feel like they are talking about the qualities, of Rukmini and of Krishna. And those qualities are always so beautiful, like cleaned, like, like really, like very spiritual, And I just want to say that maybe we should focus on this, like trying to embody these qualities, trying sometimes from this side,
What do you mean trying?
instead of blocking and projecting and fighting and me, learn from the scriptures, and embody the quality, like being kind or grace or
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
or
yeah,
clean.
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, I don't think that would work because you're trying to do it. Usually, see this is what I've noticed from teaching for time I've done it. Is these qualities are dormant in us? They're already there. What happens is you need to get this stuff out first. So that has to be come out, and then these qualities will start to spontaneously manifest. But if you try to do it, now you're trying to superimpose something through your mind, and there you still got all this stuff there. So you go into repression. So a lot of this stuff,
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I meant when we read those scriptures,
Uh-huh.
this knowledge and this vibration and this realization from this beauty of the scripture, this invokes exactly these qualities. You have a chance when you hear it, think, oh, okay, Radhalani feels like this, and suddenly you feel, and I mean, just care about this. Of course, we cannot try without scriptures. Scriptures invoke this. I mean, just listening those scriptures, those description is like invitation. It's
Well, if
like,
it invokes it, it invokes it, but it may not in people because they're at different places. See, according to their realization and understanding and ability, because maybe people have got more coverings, so they can't try to do it. It'll be a trial. They can hear, and some. That's why you'll see people will hear differently, and will get differently according to their ability. To comprehend. Just depends on where people are at. Because anytime you say try and do it, then you're in the kind of it's kind of the work path, to discipline and all of that stuff.
I think we have right now very beautiful example when I shared my realization and you shared something completely different. And when I'm not triggered, when I don't, receive it like an attack, then we can learn from this. Our
Yeah.
views expand,
Oh,
and
yeah,
some new
yeah,
topic are coming
yeah.
on the table, like this one. So again,
Aha.
use the trigger. Never feel attacked. Be
Yeah,
open.
yeah. Well,
And
if you
then
can
it
do it.
grows.
Yeah. I think I think I think
Yeah,
it's as
more.
yeah, but I think as we get cleared out and cleaned out, then we can have a civil conversation on spiritual topics.
Bhakta Tom, great reading. Great reading. Go on.
Yeah. Go on there. Yes. It's good. Let's make Shama-san laugh more.
Oh, it feels so good.
Go ahead,
Wow.
Tom.
And because of the exquisite fragrance of the flowers, little groups of humming bees were gathered around the three trees. And at night, the pleasing moonshine glittered through the network of holes in the windows. There were many heavily flowered trees of parijata.
Actually, that's what I see when I look at these things. I see he's talking about, usually he's talking about the gopis, talking about himself, talking about. That's what I
Yes.
do. I usually, when I see that, then I explain it. And I share that with
Hot.
people. Boy, poor Shama-san.
Oh,
She's
God.
gonna be spiritual dimension.
I have the light. I have the light.
Yeah, there it is,
My
man.
light, and I can make my warm temperature lower. So this is
Oh,
of
really?
privilege of devotee. You have
Ah,
everything in your hands.
yeah.
You think and you have.
Ah.
I swear. I think something can. Oh, here. I think something people are bringing me.
Oh, yeah.
I can only recommend this.
Ah. All right. Go ahead, Tom.
And the mild wind stirred the flavor of the flowers all around. Within the walls of the palace there was incense burning, and the fragrant smoke was leaking out of the window shutters.
Yeah. What's her name? Krishna. What's it?
Radharani.
No, this Ankar.
Rukmini.
This is
Anka.
Radha. This
No,
is
no.
Radha. This is Radha.
Anke,
Anke
definitely.
is Radha from Belgium.
Oh, Radha. Yeah, Radha. Okay, Radha, you can come if you want.
Hare Krishna.
Anybody else who wants to come, you can come up here.
Who
As
feels
long as you-
ecstatic, come to the
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, and if you're, you just have to be willing to be called a fool. If you can take the onslaught of that word,
One little
come up
clap
here.
in your face.
If you're offended by being called a fool, then don't come up here.
Within the room there were mattresses covered with white bed sheets, resembling the foam of milk. The bedding was as soft and white as milk foam. In this situation, Lord Sri Krishna was very comfortably sitting and enjoying the service of Rukmini ji, assisted by her maidservants. Rukmini was also very eager to get the opportunity of serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead as her husband. She therefore wanted.
That's the nature of those kind of devotees. They're very eager to serve in that relationship. See, that very closeness, that intimate. That's why you see devotees when they chant with that eagerness and that passion, that lobha, that greed. They want more closeness with the Lord. They want to penetrate, and it's very, very transcendentally spirit. I would use those words, but people might freak out,
The words cannot express.
Well,
Here
yeah, I
he
mean,
is.
it's transcendental eroticism, transcendental ecstasy to the.
I'm very glad
intimate.
that you touched this topic. It's orgasm. It's an orgasm.
Yeah, but it's without seminal release. It's
Yes.
it's to do with the ecstasy. It's like
There is no finish. It's like taking place.
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
and
that's
over and over.
yeah, and that's the attractiveness of this way of worship. It's so ecstatic. I mean, who wouldn't want to get high like this and drunk, and ecstatic? I mean, when you get to know, when you see it's not crazy. So that's why we teach, that this is okay. This is normal for devotees like that. Vrindavan. The devotees like Satchidananda Das there, he just kind of goes right with it. He just jumps right in.
But he's frozen.
No, he's not frozen. He's okay. Maybe it's your thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
He therefore wanted to serve the Lord personally, and took the handle of the camera from the hand of the maidservant and began to move the fan. The handle of the camera was made of gold, decorated and bedecked with valuable jewels, and it became more beautiful when it was taken by Rukmini, because all of her fingers were beautifully set with jeweled rings. Her legs were decorated with ankle bells and jewels.
You want to say something, Shama-san?
Look, Gaurahari, you were holding back with this, and the audience like the concept of orgasm.
Oh, yeah. Even Fanny. It's Fanny's.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't like orgasm? And the topic is.
Oh my God!
Is
You have
confidential.
You have to be ready for this. You have to comprehend such a big bliss.
Her legs were decorated with ankle bells and jewels, which rang very softly between the pleats of her sari. Rukmini's raised breasts were smeared with kumkum and saffron. Thus her beauty was enhanced by the reflection of the reddish color emanating from her covered breasts. The highly raised lower part of her buttocks was decorated with jewels.
What?
God, Prabhupada wrote this, huh?
It's a good pastime. Oh. Whoa.
And locks of great effulgence hung on her neck.
Well, let me tell you what it actually represents in my realization. See, her raised firm buttocks and her raised firm breasts. See, that's firm devotion. See, raised also. Like we're wanting to commune and connect with the Lord in the heart. See, the breasts are up in the heart, right?
Wow.
Yeah. See, so for all these things are describing they're codes, for the higher level of worship.
Yes.
Codes.
And codes, all of it. Just actually read all that. Start the description again. I'll show you what I mean. I wasn't paying full attention because I've been doing something else.
Rukmini's raised breasts were smeared with kumkum. Oh, no, it starts earlier. It starts before.
Yeah, but even that, yeah. Okay, but raised breasts with kumkum.
I can also start with the fingers.
Okay.
Or the legs.
Whatever you want.
And it became more beautiful when it was taken by Rukmini, because of all her fingers were beautifully set with jeweled rings. Her legs were decorated with ankle bells and jewels, which rang very softly between the pleats of her sari. Rukmini's raised breasts were smeared with kumkum.
Yeah, the kumkum is red. See, red. The kumkum powder is red, and represents love. Devotion, the breast, the heart, passion, love, and beauty also.
Yes. Thus her beauty was enhanced by the reflection of the reddish color emanating from her covered breasts. The highly raised lower part of her buttocks was decorated with a jeweled lace girdle, and a locket of great effulgence hung on her neck.
It's interesting. They had these, see, the raised buttocks also sounds like the women now, they get these Botox shots in the butt, the butt shots, they make it raised and kind of stick out. They must originally came from Rukmini. The advanced devotees, they have it naturally, and here they got it artificial. They keep sending me videos on TikTok of those kind of things, the ladies with the big butts,
Really?
It's a Chinese thing. See, the Chinese, they like to send they want to degrade the population and make them, really like, that's what so they send, but they don't do that to their children. Their population, they give all this culture stuff and everything. See, so I'm just using TikTok because I want to reach people, because a lot of people watch this TikTok stupid thing, and you can. They don't do as much censorship like this what does. So we can, you can do some funny things, and a lot of people watch that stuff.
Oh my God, what people are watching.
Yeah, I know. Well, this Kali Yuga, man, so we
the
can
more
really,
bullshit, the more views they have,
Yeah. I mean, Johan, he deals with that Bigo.
Bigo. It's Bigo.
Yeah, Bigo. Oh,
he's devoted.
Yeah, I tell you, that Bigo, these people are so, they're like really like
dirty, dusty.
Oh my
rubbish.
gosh.
Yes. Very degraded.
Oh, talk about it. And it's great because they might listen, and I think some do. I'm going to go back on Big O too, I can, because, at least they hear the mantra, man, and some people might want out of that life, it's pretty like raunchy.
Raunchy, rigid.
Yes.
Yeah, he told me he usually has like 300 viewers.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Really?
You get a lot of viewers. At least they say you have 3. I don't know if you really do, but you maybe.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It's been fun, but I have to. It's getting late here. I have to eat something before it gets too late. And I got an early morning program thing. Go to bed at 7:30, so I get up at 12 o'clock anyway.
I think I will join you at morning. So I'm happy, looking forward.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
have
good.
Nice rest. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, it's getting late for you guys too over there. Yeah.
Also, we
10:30 almost p.m.
Yeah, what time? 10:30.
Almost
you guys,
10:30 p.m.
Oh, it's time for you guys to go to bed too. Oh, look, she better late than never.
Who?
Oh, but she's frozen. Rade, but she's frozen, so it doesn't.
So maybe Rade will tell us something. You can go, Rahari. Or no.
Okay, yeah. I'll go off, and you guys can stay on as long as you want.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.